Welcome to Jar Masala, and today we're going to be showing you how to make chicken biryani using our biryani masala.
To make our chicken biryani, we have the biryani masala here, and then some plain yogurt, have salt, some garlic and ginger paste, and then some lime juice, and then some cooking oil. I'm going to use the mustard oil, but you can use any type of cooking oil. Canola oil, vegetable oil is fine. And then I have some chicken here, leg and thighs. I'm going to use the leg and thighs. And then I have my biryani masala here. So I'm going to add the garlic and ginger paste. I have about 6 pounds of chicken here, and I'm using about 4 teaspoons of garlic and ginger paste. And then I have some lime juice. And then I have about 1 cup of plain yogurt. I'm going to add the salt to taste. And then for each pound of meat, I like to use 2 half a teaspoon of the spice. And this is the spoon that comes with the jar. And if you like more of the curry flavor, you can add more for your taste. And you can see this biryani masala has over 12 different types of spices. Has the whole coriander, bay leaves, cumin seeds. Then I'm going to add some cooking oil to this. And I like using the mustard oil for my meat when I cook curry dishes, but you can use any type of cooking oil, and you can buy the mustard oil sometime at Walmart, Whole Foods. And then I'm just going to mix everything up, and we're going to marinate the chicken overnight. And you can see I made little cuts so I can get the spices in there. I'm just going to mix everything. So our chicken is marinated and it smells so good, and you can see like the chunks of cinnamon sticks in there, bay leaves in there. I'm just going to cover this. I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator. So I'm going to add some canola oil, and then add some chopped onion. So we have our marinated chicken here. I'm going to add to the sauteed onions. So I added my chicken, or marinated chicken. I'm going to mix everything. So I'm going to cook the chicken about 35 minutes in medium heat. And I'm not going to add any water to this because the yogurt is going to release a lot of water. And we want to cook it in that juice with all the flavor and all the spices. I'm just going to cover it and cook it for 35 minutes. Just check on it every 10 minutes or so. So while the chicken is cooking, we're going to go ahead and cook our rice. And I'm going to use a rice cooker. And I have some basmati rice here. And I'm using a 12 ounce cup. And you can use any kind of cup for measuring. So I'm using 4 12-ounce cups of rice. And for each cup of rice, I like to use 1 1/4 worth of water. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wash the rice. So our basmati rice is washed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some green cardamom pods, cinnamon stick, bay leaves, and some cloves. So if you have this at home, you can go ahead and add some to the rice. It just gives you the aromatic smell to the rice. And you can even, if you cook the rice with these spices, you can even serve the rice as is with any type of meat or veggie, and it's just so good. And I have this at home, so like this cardamom pod right here. I also have this on my side, the cinnamon stick, I have the clove, and I have the bay leaves. And if you don't have it at home, that's okay. I actually have all the powder version, and I have chunks of cinnamon stick, clove, and cardamom pod and bay leaves mixed in the biryani masala. So you have the powder version and you have chunks of these spices blend in into the masala already, which we're cooking the chicken with. So if you don't have it, this is fine. But if you do, you can go ahead and add some. It just adds a little extra taste to the rice. And then I'm going to add salt to the rice as well. And if you cook the rice just like this and just eat it as is, or just with the veggie or chicken, it's just so good. And then I'm just going to mix this. So I'm cooking 4 12-ounce worth of rice. So to that, I added, for each cup of rice, I added 1 cup and a quarter worth of water for each cup. So I'm going to add the water here. I'm going to cover our rice. I'm going to turn the rice cooker on. So while the rice is cooking, our chicken is cooking, and then once the rice is done and the chicken is done, we're just going to do the layering, and then our biryani will be done. So our chicken has been cooking for about 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and bring the heat to high and cook the last 5 minutes in high heat so some of the water can cook down. And then check your sauce for salt. If you need any salt, we marinated the chicken with salt, but so I'm going to check to see. I'm going to add just a little bit more. We also added salt to the rice that we're going to mix with the chicken. So I'm not going to add too much, but just a little bit more. Then I'm just going to cook this for about 5 minutes uncovered, so some of this sauce can cook down, and the sauce needs to be just a little bit thicker. It smells so good in here. Our chicken is done. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off. To add an extra layer of flavor to your biryani, you can use some fried onions, and then I'm going to use ghee, which is the clarified butter. Last time I went to Aldi, they had ghee on the shelf. So, but if you don't have ghee, you can also use butter. But this is how the ghee looks if you keep it in just the regular temperature, like in the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the microwave. So after 20 seconds of heating in the microwave, this is how the ghee looks. It looks almost like butter. And then we're going to use this when we're layering our biryani rice and the chicken. So rice is cooked. This is how it looks. You can see all the spices and it smells really good. So we have our chicken, we have our rice, I have an oven safe tray here, and then I have some fried onions, and I have some ghee. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my oven to 200 degrees. So I'm going to start with the rice, is the base. So just going to spread the rice. And then I'm going to add the chicken. Then of course the sauce. Make sure you put the sauce over the rice and the chicken. Okay, and then to this I'm going to add some fried onions. And then I'm going to some ghee. Like I said, if you don't have the ghee, you can just add just a little bit of butter, melted butter. And then I'm going to do one more layer of the rice. Just going to sprinkle a little bit more fried onions on the top, and just a little bit more ghee. Then I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover the biryani and I'm going to put it in the oven. Our oven is set to 200 and I'm just going to let it stay in the oven for 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take our biryani out. Looks great. And I'm going to go ahead and plate it right here. Please do try this recipe, and if you like to order our biryani masala, you can visit www.jarmasala.com or send me a message on our Instagram at jarmasala. And this is so simple to make at home with the spice kit, and I call it curry simplified, biryani simplified. And if you like me to do any recipes that you would like to see cook with my spice kits, please leave a comment on under this video, and I will try to make the recipe using curry spice kits.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this recipe.